Have you been wondering why you can't seem to obtain every single brew in Return to Moria? Well, the reason as to why was because one of the camps was bugged and would not offer any rewards upon completion. However, with the recent patch release, it finally works as intended, so I figured I'd make a guide similar to the Musnakan one. We'll begin with answering the question of how to obtain journal pages, as the formula for it more or less stays the same regardless of which journal we are trying to complete. There are 3 different methods you can use to find journal pages. The first and most obvious one is locating the random spawns that appear all around the area. Depending on your world seed, this solution could potentially be the only one required if you're lucky enough, but don't count on it. Although the spawns are completely random, some areas are more likely to contain pages. A couple of examples include inside and near buildings, near fires, and near hallways and crossings. With that said, always keep an eye open when exploring new areas, as you may also find 1 or 2 pages lying around on rocks, near debris, or blending in with surrounding environment. The second option is to loot chests found within goblin camps, since they will always contain a page if the zone in question has a ranger journal. To open the chest, simply destroy the banner in the center of the camp. You can also just destroy the chest if you'd like, but it takes a bit longer. The final option is to locate random wooden chests. They will usually contain 1 page, but there has been instances where they just had garbage in them instead. Regardless, should you see one, make sure to always loot them. The first ranger journal is found somewhere within the mines of Moria, aka the area where Loney's outpost is located. If we take a look at the map, the ranger camp should always spawn somewhere within this area. Remember that this section expands horizontally as well, so you might have to delve down a couple fathoms to make sure that you check every room. I've heard rumors saying that if you spot green crystals, make sure to follow them and you'll end up at the ranger camp. While I do not dispute this, I have yet to see any crystals in the multiple worlds I have explored, so don't count on them always being there. You will need a total of 5 pages to complete the journal, and once you've managed to do that, you will be rewarded with the Hobgoblet Lager. The second journal is found somewhere in the lower deeps. Looking at the map, the entire area is more or less included for possible locations, with exceptions such as the library room and the drain pumps. You'll usually find a ton of pages in this room, so make sure to look here first before you explore other areas. A total of 6 pages is required to complete the journal, and your reward for doing so will be the orkish medicine. The third journal is probably the easiest one to locate, as it will always spawn in a room to your left of the bridge of Khazad Dûm. If you're not sure about what location I'm referring to, it should always be right here in every world seed. As for the pages, in my experience you only find them in the very closest rooms nearby, so do not stray too far away, or you'll most likely just end up wasting your time. Thankfully, you only need 4 pages to complete the journal, with the reward being the Ironheart Stout. Journal number 4 happens to be just around the corner, but just like most of our previous camps, it does have a random spawn. If we take a look at the map, the camp has in my experience always spawned somewhere within this area of Dwarrowdelf, so always look here first. The pages can be found in additional areas, such as the bigger city sections and hallways nearby, but once again, do not stray too far away from the area. You will need a total of 6 pages, and once you have collected them and completed the journal, the brew known as Dawnbreak Pale Ale will become available to you. Last but not least, we have the journal in the Crossroads. The camp is quite easy to locate, as it will always spawn in the very same room, usually located around here on your map. The pages can be found in the nearby hallways that connects all areas of Moria, so as long as you stay within the Crossroads you'll be fine. You only need 4 pages to unlock the last journal, and your reward for doing so will grant you access to the miruvor brew. And that's it. Thank you for watching and stay tuned for upcoming videos.